Okay, now I will really address parents. Like, if you look all around us, all over the world, you see some children behave responsibly, some they don't behave responsibly. Some have become problems to their parents, but some are doing very well. But what differentiates these two categories of children that I just described is about upbringing, simply about upbringing. So as parents, if we know the right thing to do from cradle, from the beginning, our children will flourish and they will have the right mindset to create wealth. So in this video, I'll be discussing, about the foundation, what parents need to do in bringing up their children in the right way. So I need us to tune in and listen and apply this thing. It works. Okay, these principles I'll be talking to us in this video, they have been scientifically proven and they work. So if they work for others, they work for you. So do not neglect your children. Do not say my children will grow up and they will get to know. No outsourcing. Do not outsource parenting. If you do that, one may probably regret it in later life. So train your children the way they are supposed to go. Okay? Now I'll be discussing these levels of parenting at 4 levels. This one is training level. The second one is teaching level. The fourth one is transitioning level. And the fourth one is trusting level. So when we talk about training level, this is the age, what you need to expose the child to, the kind of training you should make the child get used to from the age 1 to age 4. That is the first 4 years of the child's life at the early stage. So this stage is called the training level. Okay, what does this mean? It means that at this stage, the child is 100% under the authority of the parent. The child is 100% under the dictates of the parent. So what I mean is, at this stage, as the child is growing up, learning to talk, learning to walk about, you are expected to give command to your children. Okay, for example, Prince, go get me some water. Prince, go to sleep. Prince, go and bring me some plate. Prince, go and bring me some water. Just like that. So they are expected to carry out this instruction 100%, and they do not have their own willpower at that stage to say, no mom, no dad, they're not supposed to do it. So you are supposed to compel them to go do it. Okay, this stage is called the training level. You are training the children at this stage. They are 100% under your authority as parents. Make sure you do it right, okay, and let them get accustomed to that way of life. Do not outsource this. Do not say we have in school, their teacher will train them, somebody outside will train them. Do not do that as a parent. If you do it, you're going to miss it. Okay. Then the second one is called the teaching level. The teaching level is the age from the age of 5 to 8. That's another 4 years in the life of that child. At this stage, you are expected as parent to expose your children to the reason behind what you were asking them to do at the first level. Remember, the first level, 100% they're under your authority. Now you are sending them on a right, asking them to do things, and they don't have right to say no. But the second level, which I'm talking about right now, you are expected to explain specific reason to your children why you were telling them what you told them at the first level. Okay, if you have taught them in the first level to say, when you see an elder, when you see somebody that's older than you, respect them and greet them. Tell them the reason for that. Tell them it's a sign of respect when you greet people that are older than you. When you say hi to people, be nice to people, be polite. Tell them specific reason behind all of that instruction you give them in the first level. Okay, so this is very important, and parents must take this seriously. Do not let your children to go learn stuff on their own. Do not outsource parenting. Train your children at home. This is our core values. They are core value, and you have to let it start at home. And in doing this, both parents must be 100% involved. Okay, they must be involved. They must be intentional in bringing up their children in this manner. Okay, not that mother is doing something else, father is doing something else. Both parents must agree, and they must be intentional in passing this value to the children. So what am I saying in essence? At this stage of teaching, teach the children specific reason behind the instruction you are giving to them at the training level. The next one is transitioning level, and this is from age 9 to 13, another 4 years of that child's life. So what is happening at this stage? You are giving the child the power to choose, giving them the power to choose. Like, you stay back as parent, let them choose. All right. For example, you could ask your children and say, hey, what are you going to eat for dinner today? What are we going to eat as family for lunch today? Let them think, let them suggest. Then to an extent, you accept what they tell you, what they recommend. Just do it. Just to honor, that's suggestion they make. Make them feel important, that their idea means something. The idea is welcome. Okay. So as a parent, you must be intentional in doing all of that. So at this stage of transitioning, it needs to let your children make choices on their own to an extent. If you take them to a store to buy stuff for themselves, ask them to choose by themselves. See what they're able to choose, see what they like, and respect that. Okay. Then the last one is called trusting. At this stage, it is from age 14 and above. So you are supposed to trust your children, in decision making. You stay back as parent. You have just little or no control of what they have to do. So you just stay back and watch them, what kind of decision they could make. This is very, very important. And this thing must be monitored and followed regimentally. Okay. So if you do this in your children upbringing, when they grow up, they are not going to stay away or depart from it. Do not outsource parenting. Then another thing I want to talk to us about again is what I titled healthy struggle. Healthy struggle. Now, you as parent, for you to have the knowledge to bring up your children the way they are supposed to be, you see, you must have been exposed as parent to some tough time when you were growing up. Okay, that made you who you are today. So most parents, they are making a big mistake right now to say, oh, all that I went through, all the struggle that I went through, I don't want my children to go through all of that. All the pain I went through, I don't want my children to go through. All the rigor, all the tough, going to the farm, going to the market, going to assist your mother at home, doing chores at home. These are healthy struggles. But some parents, when they are comfortable financially, they will kick all this practice out and say, I don't want my children to struggle. They pay all the bill in the house, they buy gift for the children, and they do all kinds. They give children money, and they hire somebody from outside to take care of the house. The children are not doing anything. They don't know how to wash the bathroom. They don't know how to clean the house. They don't know how to grow, and they will grow to be adult. This is a big mistake. You see, what you went through that made you strong to become who you are, this were called healthy struggle. So you should also expose this training to your children and make them to be strong, so that when they grow up, they'll be mentally strong to carry on their own without depending on nobody. So this is what I call healthy struggle. Healthy struggle is the struggle and activity you put your children through while you are involved in the process. It is not a trauma. It is a healthy struggle. It is a healthy struggle. Okay. So now, why am I letting us to know all this? Because most parents, they are fond of giving their children a pocket money, give children, buy everything, whatever they ask, because they don't want them to suffer. So these children will grow up to have entitlement mentality, and that is not good for us as parents. So as parents, you really need to work these things out. And many parents too are making mistake that, they will just use math to tell their children what they need to do, without compelling them, making them to, practicalize what they're telling them. So this is also a big mistake. So as our children are growing up, let them get used to that routine. That's home chores in the house, washing the bathroom, cleaning the dishes, mopping the house, cleaning the environment, cleaning everywhere, dusting everywhere, make sure everywhere is neat, So let it become, don't just say it and you don't see it happening. Say it and lead them to do it practically. So with that, they will get used to it and they will grow up to be responsible children. Okay? This is very, very important. Healthy struggle is very important. Okay? So that brings me to the end of this video. I believe you have learned one or two things. Please, if you have any question, put it in the comment section and I'll be glad to give you a response. See you in the next video. Bye for now.